So, hello everyone, welcome on in, hope you brought your diaper. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is officially dead as of today. The devs announced all future content, including updates, is going to cease for the game. It is 100% dead, and dedicated servers are only going to last a short while longer, and then the game is going to move to peer-to-peer, which means that most likely crossplay is not going to end, and also that if you do attempt to play a match, it's going to be so ungodly laggy that it'll pretty much be unplayable. And that's if you're lucky enough not to get a cheater who now has a local host connection, and you don't want to know what a cheater can do with that. So this game is cooked 100%. It's dead. Now, I figured, you know, like a lot of people would want me to make a video about this, talking about it. Instead of making a video, because I literally just made a video about how the game is about to die, and I pretty much said everything there is to say in that video. I called it pretty much 100% before they even made the announcement, and it's even possible they made the announcement because of the video itself. So there's no real reason to make an additional video. Instead, I thought, why not do a live stream where we come together and we roast the devs for being just absolutely worthless and disgusting during this entire game's life cycle. Obviously, we're going to keep it to a reasonable level of flaming, where we're not going to go over the top and be cringe, but we are going to shit talk them logically for every terrible and scummy thing they did during this game. So I want everyone to join in and just shit talk the game as much as you want, shit talk the devs, but again, don't go overboard and be cringe. What's up, guys? It's going Ash, Jeremy, Ron, TCM dead, actually dead. Let's jump in and see what the general mood is today on Dead Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The devs said that the game peaked, guys. They said that it peaked, that it got so good that there was just no way to make it any better, and the vision is complete. What do you mean by hacked? You mean like if it's peer-to-peer connection and you're on, like, and a hacker is the host of a lobby, the things they're going to be able to do when you're on their connection is going to be basically like uncapped. Like there's going to be no anti-cheat. There's going to be nothing that stops them from potentially crashing your game or just doing whatever they want to do, right? It's going to be really, really bad. So yeah. Yeah, I agree, Witch. A huge slap. Like, even though I kind of knew the game was gonna die, I never expected them to do it like this. Like, this is disgusting. And if you consider, like, it was the exact second that they were gonna stop making profit on the game, they shut it down. The exact second. And the only reason that the profit like stopped for the game is because of their not only their insane incompetence, but also their insane ego. If they just were incompetent, that would be one thing, and because they could just listen to the community and we could tell them what to do. Or if they had a huge ego and don't listen to us, it's fine as long as they know what they're doing. But neither of those were the case. They were both incompetent and had an enormous ego and never listened to the community, which is what made nobody want to play this game. Or I shouldn't say nobody, but, you know, not enough people for them to want to continue development on it. Yeah, I really love TCM as well. But I mean, it's cooked now. As soon as the the dedicated servers go down, this game dies 100%. Nobody is gonna play this anymore. I mean, hackers have like access to every game, but they're very limited on like what they can do on a dedicated server, because they have to deal with like local connection and a sort of anti-cheat detecting them doing ridiculous things and stuff. But when they no longer have to worry about that, then they're going to be able to get really nasty with the hacks they come up with. They announced it today. They said the game peaked, and there was the vision's complete. It can't get any better. So, why bother? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rage quitter. Person would be a good Dead by Daylight player. Could be drawn right now. You piece of shit. He's dead anyway. Feel like a big man for that? There's a wall gap here. Somebody's proud of themselves because there's a wall gap. What happened with TCM? The devs aren't making money on it anymore because they're idiots, so they don't want to support it anymore at all. Zero support. I don't think I don't think they can get your account, but they can definitely get your IP address and do things with that, so you're not gonna want to be in that version of the game. You don't want a hacker to see your IP, right? I really hope we get Wyatt. He's a cocky little shitter, isn't he? They gave the game to Sumo. There's a petition already online of people trying to get the the game moved to another studio. Gun, like every decision Gun has made since this game came out was essentially to try to min-max the amount of money they were making on it. That's really frustrating. All right, so we're not getting any drop frames. I'm gonna attempt to start the Twitch stream up. We'll see how it goes. I've been invading the devs. I was patient. I had hopes for what they'll do next. I feel like such a fool. Same. Like, I called them out for, like, you know, bad decisions they were making and stuff, but, like, when people would ask me about the game, I would always pretty much be optimistic about its future and stuff. But I guess I was an idiot. so much for the hair pack. I'm not even joking when I say that I think the hair pack is the thing that made the developers give up. I think that Black Tower is such a pathetic studio that they didn't know how to actually implement putting in the hair pack, because they had to basically code it into the game that you could swap the hair of any outfit that exists already within the game and put the hair on those outfits, which would have required like basically kind of digging into like the meat of the game's code. And I don't think they knew how to do it. And I think that's probably where the plug finally got pulled, that okay, this is just too pathetic all around. Boop, frame drop. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, D-man. Unfortunately, the Twitch stream is crashing, so that is what it is. So meet us over on YouTube. Internet is really, really broken recently. I don't know what to do about it. Every day we're throttling. Now, Wyatt was a pretty cocky bastard. Do you guys think he'll just DC? Or did, yeah, of course he did, because his ego was too big. Bro isn't gonna die when his ego's that big.
Nobody could kill me if I just leave the game.
This is going Electroid. We're dumpstering Gun for being such a terrible company. I mean, like they in their statement, right? They say that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre peaked, right? The vision is complete. But in reality, they just had there was nothing left to milk on the game. Right, the last thing they were waiting to milk was the PlayStation Plus players, right? The PlayStation Plus players come in, some of them like the game, some of them are going to buy cosmetics and, you know, DLC characters. They're not going to tell you the game is dying before that, because people don't buy DLCs for a game that is going to stop support, right? They only buy DLCs under the pretense that, hey, this game is actually, you know, going to continue to be supported, so I'm going to invest in it and I'm going to buy skins or a new character and I'm going to like spend time leveling that character up and learning how to play that character. They're not going to do that if they know the game's dying. So Gun conveniently doesn't say that, right? They just stay radio silent, very oddly silent. And then as soon as PlayStation Plus ends, they go, okay, there is nothing left for us to milk here. We're at the end of the road. So all of the sudden, even though there was like a dozen planned DLCs, some of which are literally already completed, are all just getting canceled now. And they're saying, oh, it's over. This was the whole vision of the game. There's nothing more we could add to it to make it better. Like, okay, sure. You just know that the price of the dedicated servers have now are a little bit, you know, too much. Black Tower, the dedicated servers. It would be better to just drop the game off, right? And just take the profit that you've made. I know. I think a lot of people want that hair back.
3 adolescent vandals have been terrorizing the city of Lexington, Texas with horrific depictions.
Yeah, I just rebought the game on Xbox like a month or two ago, so that it like I would have it on Xbox as well as PC. So Troy just got done playing against a Swift that was body blocking with Overcome and doo-doo of care. Anyways, completely unrelated news, but I dumped 2 million into Blight. How are you doing? I don't blame you, man. Blight by Daylight is on the horizon for sure. If Gun would have treated this game properly and listened to the feedback, this game could have been enormous. It could have been a true competitor to Dead by Daylight. I'm not trying to cope with that. It's just honestly what I believe. The quality was there. Like, it had bones, and they just did nothing with it, man. Like, nothing. They purposely went out of their way to never listen to the community about like a single thing. Sorry, Connie. Not today. You know, the funny thing is they're so incompetent, they don't even know when they're going to shut down the dedicated servers because they said it's going to take multiple patches. So they're already assuming that, like, Black Tower is so incompetent at, like, game development that they're probably not going to manage to shut the servers down correctly on the first attempt. A TCM send-off stream? That's right. But I also want to just flame the devs as well. Like, man, like the community for this game and the content creators who were loyal to this game, guys, they carried it so hard while the devs just sat there being pissy and disgusting like during the game's entire lifespan. Why should we ever trust Gun as a company to make another game? And they already announced they're making another game shamelessly. They plugged their new game in the "this game's gonna die" fucking announcement. Like, what levels of cringe are we even at here that they would do that? They announced they're shutting down all support for TCM. Effective immediately. Where did this person go? Hi, subscribe, bro. I love your video. Much appreciated, Lil Dallin. Like, it's genuinely gonna be hard to buy anything from Gun. Ooh, we got someone who knows how to do the twirl lurl. Cap. I don't know about healing. The game will drop if players completely. Yeah, as soon as the dedicated servers drop, nobody's gonna play this game anymore. Not only is that gonna remove crossplay, but that's going to allow hackers to host lobbies and see your IP and create literally untapped cheats for the game that they can do anything they want with, including like severely crashing your entire computer if they want to. Like, nobody wants to deal with that shit. Completely unacceptable bullshit. Yeah, it really is.
That's my sweet meat.
I need to find the fuse. That's what they want, huh? I think it's pretty safe to assume that's what they want anyway. At this stage of the game, this is usually when it's best to just turn your chainsaw off and kind of go incognito. in another world. That's Sissy? That was Sissy. Oh shit. They said their back is out of our scope. How the fuck are cosmetics so? Alright, what's in the scope then? They said that? It doesn't surprise me. I was just talking about how I think that they were too stupid to know how to code that into the game. I was feisting, huh? They wanna feist me? Going over here. Damn. Can I like do the Dead by Daylight thing? No. Oh, he's dead. Look at the survivors around here. First game back, our first game back in this game in months. Got a hacker that held me hostage for 30+ minutes, insta deleted and never playing again. So sad this game fell to bad devs and cheaters like so many other games. You know, it's one thing that's funny about the cheater situation in this game is that there were hackers on the technical test before the game even came out. They created cheats that quickly for it because the game had 0 anti-cheat. And when people pointed that out to the devs and said like, hey, the game has 0 anti-cheat, the devs shit-talked them, told them to not buy the game then if they were too scared to play it. I said that before the game even came out. The actual, like, the developers of the game. Absolute zoo animals. Am I excited for the Halloween game? Oh, potentially. It's being made by the Evil Dead guys, right? Or do we do to gain the other family members? No, I don't, unfortunately. None of the other family members are iconic enough to carry a chapter in Dead by Daylight. Could open the door to getting some more Leatherface skins, though. Wasn't that person here? The heck did they go? He's a runner!
It's holding you back.
Even on Evil Dead, greater than Killer on DVD. It was a fun experience for sure. Killer's getting really, really annoying on Dead by Daylight, though. Like, more and more so, I think. $10 for a character that comes out every 6 months, bro. But if they don't charge $10, then how are they supposed to take the time to create Spotify playlists for each individual character they release. Like, what even is the lore of a character if you don't know what music they listen to? It's nothing we can do about it. It's just a necessary thing that has to happen. Yeah, the devs have been really disgusting. Like truly disgusting, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro, you know Sketch?
Wait, what happened?
You know Sketch, the streamer?
No.
He's on like some date with this blonde chick right now, and everyone's like, go look at her Instagram, and oh, it's just like bikini pictures everywhere, and then everyone in his chat's like, run, bro, she's an OnlyFans model.
Oh shit, does he not know?
I don't know, bro.
What's wrong with being an OnlyFans mod?
Everything. Businesses out there for everyone to say.
Hey, if it pays, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an OnlyFans model, bro. What's the ish?
Oh damn, can you send it to me? Can I sub? Can I sub?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, until you have kids one day and they find it.
What is it?
It's the only choice. The only choice.
The only choice? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sub to you now.
Nice.
Can't wait until their
You-
kids' friends show them their fucking.
My friend Young might be interested, but he's only interested in feet. Is there any feet stuff on it?
Yeah, but that's like the premium.
Oh, Young's got money, bro. It's all good. He's rich. He's like a multi-millionaire.
Nice.
He's the Elon Musk of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We're peaking, guys. OnlyFans career taking off on TCM's death day. I'm finding out about it now. Why is today death day? The devs have announced no future support for the game. It is officially over. No more balance changes, no more bug fixes, nothing outside of like the last planned one they have here soon, which is just like gonna be nothing basically anyway. What's up, Hugo? We're talking about the dumpster fire of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre situation. This is going to be a quick match, by the way. It's gas station. We don't have a hands. Do you guys know that one of my early videos, I don't remember which one it was, but this dude's just digging into a fucking In-N-Out burger bag. Like, there's just no way to get to the bottom of it. Bro, at some point you're going to get to the bottom of that In-N-Out burger bag. And let me know what's down there when you get there.
Animal corpses. The bodies are reported as being in various states of mutilation.
What was I talking about?
Carcasses are from packs of wandering wild dogs, with them most likely to be rabid. Residents are cautioned to refrain from consuming any water source.
I do have all the DLC. I actually bought the last DLC that I didn't own, which was Maria, like 2 weeks ago. Killer Clowns just released at such a bad time. Too many games trying to be like DVD based off horror flicks in the 80s. Yeah, like Ilphonic, I would say I trust more now than Gun for sure. I wasn't really sure who was the problem child in there, but now I'm pretty confident that it's Gun. Like, Ilphonic is still fucking making content for the nobody players on Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Like, we're rushing. I didn't think that would hit, but you know what? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Not true. I wonder how Predator Hunting Grounds is. I've never played it. I've just heard nothing but bad things, so I never tried. Go for another cycle, shall we? Gas station basement is so horrible. You should just always leave it as fast as you can, really. Not that it matters to try to, like, get better at the game at this point, though. Is there really only a single thriving ASIM? I mean, are there any non-horror ASIMs that I'm not thinking about? But I was I'm paying enough attention there. He took an overhead though. We could be proud of that. Am I about to get stabbed in the cheeks? Yeah, no more Danny. Yeah, I thought that there's a good chance they're trying to do a remaster of Friday the 13th as well. There was a really fun ASIM, which was like Kane and Lynch's multiplayer Fragile Alliance. I really like that. Well, obviously no one's playing that anymore. Identity 5. Yeah, the devs of Deceive Inc. screwed up. They kind of lost the theme of the game. Turned it too much into just a stupid, mindless shooter. The zombies, you control them? Not sure. Where's the fuse? I need to keep an eye on that. Let's check the house. I think Resident Evil,
Okay, I'm the car park Connie over here. She's gonna try to lure me around it.
Nice. Good call, brother. Virginia, I think you could just... Get her! Chop her up! We need to turn that off though. Resistance. Left 4 Dead 2 is probably still going, to be honest. I doubt you would ever get on Left 4 Dead 2 and not find people playing. As Valve just like... Valve games never die. Am I gonna get guns next game? Listen, I'll say this much. I don't want to, you know what I mean? But I do have a weakness to what they're gonna create. I just, my mindset will be very different.
Did you get the door stun animation? Because on my screen it said I door slammed you.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
That was really weird, because on my screen it said I door slammed you. That was really odd.
Well, good thing this game's dying, huh?
It sure is. Yay! GG's.
GG.
GG, bro.
The versus is kind of lacking players in my opinion, but campaign is still popping for Left 4 Dead. Oh, really? W victim, yeah. Yeah, like if it's the best shot they have is a Friday remaster, because I already know what I'm getting. I don't really care about the long-term survivability of that. I'm just getting it because I know it's gonna have proximity chat most likely, because if it doesn't, I actually won't get it. But if it has proximity chat, I'll get it and I'll just have a good time with it. If they try to create some other horror like franchise, then they're gonna have to, it's gonna have to be one that interests me, right? The like Alien franchise is pretty hoard out when it comes to like giving a million different developers a chance to make a game with it, which is cool. So they could go with Alien. It could also be like Terrifier. Which I would buy for sure, because I've always loved Terrifier since the first one came out. What's going on, Alex? Scream, yeah, I would get Scream for sure. Like, I would get a lot of games. To be honest, I kind of hope they don't make another asymmetrical. I think that Gun should maybe try to go the route of creating like a you know, a Lethal Company style game or something, like just a pure co-op game where they're completely 100% in control of everything and they don't have to worry about balance anymore. Like that would probably be the smartest thing they could do as a company, because they suck at making like or balancing asims, and it's a nightmare, and then it just leads to like a pissy community, and they're really their egos are super fragile, so they can't handle it at all. So it just all becomes like a super toxic back and forth. If they go the co-op route, I think everyone will just be a lot happier, if they're making like an entirely new IP anyway. I just wish the devs would have any competence with their games, especially when they have active communities who voice their opinions and tell them what they want, but unfortunately this rarely happens. Yeah, it rarely happens, but when it does happen, it's awesome. One game that I was a part of that the had like a really good dev team was State of Decay 2. Really good dev team, and super like responsive to feedback and talking about things and why they might implement something or why they might not implement something, or if they decided, hey, we really liked this idea that somebody came up with, they'll give them credit for the idea and like put the idea literally in their game. So I thought what is it, Undead Labs, yeah. So I really like that dev team, and I hope that State of Decay 3 is like just as good as the first two games. Well, better, obviously, because it's the new one, but yeah, I really like those devs. But then you have devs like Gun that are just shitters. Like State of Decay 2 was like supported for like I don't even know how many years with insane free updates, guys. I'm saying like entire storyline like updates where they added like an entire campaign's worth, like 12-hour campaign, fully voice acted, new map, like in an open world game, you can imagine, sort of. So yeah, you have that's like one end of the spectrum, and then you have this end of the spectrum where it's just like super money obsessed, greedy developers with really fragile egos that are completely incompetent. And you wonder why you become incompetent. It's because you suck at taking criticism. You ready for some late night Choi entertainment? Much appreciated, Alex. So what are we gonna have as like the sequel to this, right? We're gonna have Halloween made by Saber Interactive, which will be, I'll get that 100%. I loved Evil Dead. Like the game was super high quality. I had a ton of fun. I almost don't even remember why I stopped playing it. I'd have to go back in time and see what exactly happened. I don't think there was any major reason. But yeah. I think that the problem with Evil Dead was maybe the meta game of it is probably why I stopped playing it. I didn't like how strong you could become from like base kit. I kind of don't like that. I think that's one of the things Dead by Daylight is, even though perks in Dead by Daylight are insanely broken in a lot of cases, like without perks, you're still all just, you know, base kit. And these games, like, you have things like just ridiculous level ups, way too strong. It turns the game into like an MMO. Are ASIM horror games too niche of a genre to have any longevity? It can't be a coincidence that the majority of them end up shutting down and being unplayable. It's like, I don't know why, but the most incompetent, shitty developers on the planet like seem to consistently get their hands on these IPs. Like, there's no reason that the TCM needed to go the way it did. Zero reason. Could have been amazing. Could have been expanded upon. Could have, just because like it's based in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre world doesn't mean they couldn't create all of the new, like, completely original content within the world if they wanted to, which they even started to do. So yeah, it's nothing but sheer incompetence and greed that is leading to these. I think that there's kind of an easy target for people that want to make a lot of money by cashing in off the hype of the license instead of like being serious about really, you know, keeping the game alive. House of 1,000 Corpses would have like been something that would have fit really well into TCM as like a crossover. They basically both kind of already fill the same genre. Where's this person go? Very stealthy down there. I didn't see anyone. No, I didn't play any of the retro games. There's a fine line between wanting to stick to your own vision and listening to your community. Yeah, like you definitely, like, nothing the community like really suggested, in my opinion, was like against Gun's vision. Gun just had like an enormous cringe ego about, you know, it's our game and we always know what's best, even when they clearly never like had a clue what they were doing. Bro, these guys are like ultra stealth lords, man. I don't have any idea what's going on here. Am I gonna play GTA 6 when it comes out? Absolutely. GTA obsessed stereotype. Am I crazy? Where is that person? They're like down here, but I don't see them. Oh, I just saw somebody go in this bush. Like, where are you? What? Is this person cheating? Is that what's up? Because that's like the second time I've seen somebody that just completely vanished. And I feel like I'm crazy. Is that a glitch spot? The hell? That was like super weird, actually. Those are tanky, Sonny. Get his ass killed. No! Ah. They all on my part. He gets away now. Who's our other teammate? Bones. I don't see that guy. When this game goes peer-to-peer connection, it's done 100%. I mean, even if that's the case, that there wasn't enough support for the game to continue, that's still their fault, right? And they took zero accountability for that in their little statement they made, which was like insanely pretentious about how the game was just absolutely peak, and they just did the best, most perfect job ever, and there's nothing they could possibly do to make it any better than it already is, so it's time to just move on like bullshit. It took almost a year to fix the Xbox crash bugs. I think there's bugs in this game they literally never fixed from like day one. Like the matchmaking bug about how lobbies could never backfill. Retard, I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good one, Ash. Oak is guarding Fuse like pretty aggressively. I need to like check over here though, because I feel like we're not watching Jen's side enough. She still has a padlock on it, which is good. And this side has a padlock too. Kind of a sweaty match. Owen's finally got somebody. I'm gonna feed Grandpa your blood for that. You're surprised people still play? They do. You would never have had a time where you couldn't play this game. Like, there were a lot of people saying this game has been dead since it came out, which is just not true at all. The devs actively worked to kill this game, like it was their mission to make it die. Yeah, it really does come across like they did it on purpose. Like, just the zero effort, trying to make as much money as possible. Where's the last person at? What did they do? They just ran the game into the ground since it came out. They never listened to anybody in the community. They were super egotistical about every change they made to the game. They consistently made the game way worse for no reason, just because of their ego. Like a great example of that was like the whole grapple situation that basically ruined the game for like 6 months straight, where like every single family or victim was pretty much invincible because they could just grapple you when you got close to them and just beat the shit out of you. So like that was like an entire thing that the devs put into the game because they did want to listen to like the player base. Am I making a video on the announcement? Then I don't really see the point, to be honest, because I already like a few days ago I released a video about how the TCM is about to die, and I even put a fake statement about them announcing how the game is going to die in that video. So I've pretty much covered everything that needs to be covered about it in that video, which is why I pinned it in case anybody wants to watch it. But like all there is left to do at this point is to just shit talk them, and I'd rather do that on stream with you guys so we can just kind of air it out, shit talk them for being idiots, and then begrudgingly buy maybe their future game anyway, but do it like I'm gonna be pissy when I buy it. Like it's gonna piss me off the second I do it. I already know, and I'm not gonna glaze the devs at all. I'm gonna shit on them from day one and be like 10 times harder and meaner on them like next time they make a game. They never had a justification for it. They just thought they were smarter than everybody else. They're making another game. Yeah, they're taking another fan favorite horror IP and turning it into a video game. We just don't know which one yet. They said stay tuned. You're gonna end up buying the Halloween game despite not trusting Saber? Yeah, I'll probably buy it too. I guess I didn't have the sort of the belief in Evil Dead. I thought its gameplay was a little bit too niche for like a strong enough player base, but I still enjoyed it myself. Like I did like it. But yeah, I think that like taking, you know, Evil Dead as a license and turning it into a game, I think they did like a fantastic job with that. But kind of like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it's just some licenses are definitely like too niche to survive on their own, even if they're good games. This game was in a position where it could have survived on its own though, because it's so easy to branch out from the family, you know, like there's so much you could do. Like if you had like Nightmare on Elm Street, for example, that would be way more difficult, because how do you branch out from Freddy? You want to create other dream demons and like stuff like that gets really, I think, difficult. You wouldn't have switched back to DVD if Evil Dead was still going? Yeah, I said it was a good quality game. I'm kind of curious, like definitely interested to see what they do with Michael Myers, because I love Halloween. I think it's amazing. It was, I mean, you could make a fantastic Nightmare on Elm Street game. I just don't think that it would have a long, like, it wouldn't expand beyond what it is, right? You would need to take some insane creative liberties with that. I stopped playing once people figured out how to escape basement before you could even load in. Yeah, that was something that people wanted fixed since this game came out, and they never addressed it. Really wish I knew they had no intention of continuing support for this game before I spent $20 for a worthless content pass. That's why they didn't say it. For exactly that reason. That's why they're scam artists, because they sold shit under a false pretense. They made everybody believe that this game had staying power and it was going to be around, and they had no intention of shutting it down. And, you know, buy these skins and buy these characters when we were literally months away from an announcement that they're shutting it down. Like, that's really fucking disgusting. I'm never gonna trust these shitters again, and nobody should. Even if you buy their future game, you should buy it and instantly leave a bad review just to be spiteful.
It'll be tough toenails now.
I'm the only PC player in the lobby. Hacker Choi confirmed. You'd be shocked if their next game isn't dead on arrival. They're gonna have a massive upward battle with their next game, which yeah, it kind of makes me think that it probably is gonna be Friday the 13th remastered, because like that's gonna be the thing that's gonna allow them to get sort of back in people's graces, because they already love that game. So it's a very safe option, and no matter how much people hate them, they know the game. So like,
This will help them see more clearly.
yeah. Guy can barge me. Oh yeah. Ah, saw his ass up.
Stop fighting it. Just clear.
He just went through my poison.
Ooh, look at all of this pretty blood.
I'm coming for you. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit by that. Bones, guys, a real character made by a real developer who was not from the Mississippi Zoo.
Aw, don't split. I ain't had my fun yet.
How does that feel?
What's
wrong with this game? Why is this shit lagging so much? Hey, I'm about to quit already.
Living with a
Quit already,
These
man.
others around here ain't so understanding.
Oh my god,
can
bro.
help
That just
you.
took me off. I'm about to quit.
Good,
Fucking laggy ass game, man. Laggy ass fucking game. I lost the nigga. I had the nigga dead, man. Shit got fucking lag on.
You go. Appreciate it for the 199.
What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? Hey, don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking fucking cat.
Hugo have left
Guy.
you Super Queens $1.99.
Too late, bro. You already bought the Leatherface skin. I don't need anything else from you. That dude was crashing out big time, yeah. Jesus Christ, Leland, you gonna run out of stamina this time to any day soon?
Looks like somebody ain't doing so well.
Leland is like the only character in the game that can pretty much grapple anybody, except he can't grapple hands. No, I'm faster than you, Bones. Oh, shitter. This guy is the fuse. We like literally have no choice but to like hard commit to him.
They'll be loving me soon enough.
A really feisty player.
Don't be scared now. You have a higher
Do I have a
purpose.
Discord? I do. I mean, I have like a Discord account, but I don't use it like Discord now. Not really. I've used it to do like some the hell? DVD interview stuff. Did the lobby just crash out? I think so. Alright, well, we move on. Yeah, they're not shutting the game down. What they're doing is they're shutting down dedicated servers and all support. So no more updates, no more content, which basically means they're killing it. It's like when you get demonetized on YouTube, like your video isn't removed, but it'll never get another view because YouTube will bury it in the deepest, darkest dungeon somewhere, right? It's kind of the same idea. Yeah, once the game goes peer-to-peer, if you don't lag out of every match you play, if the host doesn't, I mean, like, think about it, right? If the host is a victim and they die, do you really think a victim is going to sit there and watch the entire match play out? Hell no, they're not. They're just going to DC. You're going to beat a family member, they're just going to DC. The whole lobby ends, just like Friday the 13th. Like, the game dies. So that means the only thing that would be left for this game would be custom games. That's it, right? So if you can't get a full custom game together of just friends, and if you could do that, you're already playing a way more fun game than this fucking dead piece of garbage. Like, you're playing Identity, or what is the new co-op game that everyone likes, the Breaking Bad thing, Identity I or something. You're not playing this in customs. Nobody has enough crazy friends to want to do that. You could do it in Friday. I was definitely able to get Friday like sessions together because people love to play Friday. It was super funny. You know, you had proximity chat and stuff, but this game, hell no. They never even made it to where you could play Rush Week in private match, right? That would be like the only thing I could see people maybe playing with their friends. Schedule one, yeah, that's it. They're playing that. They're not getting on TCM to play customs. This game's dead with peer-to-peer. They, you know, so nobody should ever let them get away with saying that, well, we're just, like, we're not shutting the game down now. Peer-to-peer is what you do when you want the game to die, right? So they do that, everyone stops playing it, then they can shut down even the peer-to-peer server network as well. And they're off the hook. Daddy! You know exactly why she says it like that. Repo's fun, yeah, it's really funny. So one of the things Gun did again in their infinite incompetence is that they decided to nerf Johnny in this game mode, which was incredibly stupid, and I said that at the time, that's a really stupid idea to nerf Johnny because he was barely strong enough, or like, to begin with. So, and they nerfed him hard. They nerfed him really hard. They reduced his damage by like 60% or something like that. And they made him slower, I believe, which was just such a dumb move. And after, like, literally after they did that, it's really hard to get a match started where the Johnny player doesn't just instantly DC or go AFK, because nobody wants to play Johnny anymore in this mode. And they never changed it because, you know, ego. Why go back on a change you made? Clearly it has to be a good change. I thought Gun was trying to compete with behavior, not strive to be just like them. You've become the very thing you swore to destroy. Hi, you're Rick, right? I'm Negan. Hey, just wanted to stop by and ask if you or anyone in this chat has been getting put in the wrong server a lot recently. I asked because I've been getting a lot of European DVD League players and NAEs. I've heard that there's a running, like, hypothesis that a lot of these, like, tryhard players are just using VPNs for an advantage, but I don't know. Alright, so it looks like Johnny's actually playing. Good. There he is. There's the Johnny player.
Got it. It's running, but I gotta be quiet.
So we're calling the police now. We can lock him inside, right? So that's what, like, the good victims do, is they like to lock Johnny in the house. This idiot just opened the door though, so that was really stupid. He was trying to be like a, what do you call it, like a little bit of a toxic shitter. He wanted to like stun Johnny with the door, but if he just would have kept it locked, we could have got the cops called there, and we'd be on a countdown to win the game right now.
Me, bitch.
Still acting injured from the start. Right. You want him to create a whole new animation? Come on, bro. What is this? Animations are expensive to make. Johnny, like, AFK now? Ooh, great teammates. I mean, they haven't died, but that door play was really stupid. Shouldn't have tried to flex that hard.
He's just staying out there like a pussy and crowded, so somebody just get somebody get the phone and unlock it so I can lock these doors.
This game mode is trash. The dev's fault. It was really fun when like Johnny was actually like somewhat scary, you know? You had to like use your brain a little bit. And now it's just like, hey, let's just bully the shit out of this guy. Like, how are you dead? You know? Like, how's that guy dead? Johnny has to kill 3 people in order to become as strong as he used to be before he got nerfed. Bro, how have we not done the fuse yet? Like... My team has to be AFK, bro. Like, what? What are they doing? I don't want to go all the way down there just to have somebody turn on my face as soon as I get there. It's gonna piss me off. My god.
Is this the police? Oh, thank goodness. Send everyone you can to Omega Sigma Theta. We are being killed by some crazed man. Help! Help!
If you don't finish the phone call 100%, they're like prank call. Never underestimate the GlueSniff community. This guy really just gonna stand right here? Probably a prank. One of those pretend to get murdered.
I tried to slam him in the house so I can lock the door. Fuck. Slam him when he tries to get in the house so you can call.
May was the one who tried to do that, like, door stun thing that stopped us from calling the cops. Deserved. GlueSnifferCoaching of the devs. The ultimate glue sniff. It's like a trilogy, you know. Guy's just gonna camp here the whole match, I guess. You think just because they removed the picnic table, I've been defeated? Brother. just in case you're wondering how strong Johnny is in this game mode, guys, there's a fucking coffee table in between us and he's defeated instantly. It's over. Not the coffee table. Don't worry, my teammates will still find a way to die. Oh, what's up, bro? You back at my coffee table? You back at my coffee table? Alright, hold on. Let's make this easier on him. Let's go over here. Play ping pong. Could Ilphonic save TCM? I think like a 12-year-old who's never played a video game before could probably save this game. All they would need is the capability to like take some decent feedback. I see you hiding there in the bush, Johnny. He shot the door. TCM's about a game like thinking you're in the basement chilling with your homies going, hey, what would I do in that situation? Maybe I'd play ping pong in my underwear while I'm getting hunted by the killer. That's what I would do in that situation.
What the fuck is that?
You go much richer than 99.
Is that a fucking cat?
I feel like I'm just thinking straight up. Well, we didn't manage to become as popular as DVD, so we move on.
Hugo
Pretty much.
Sablaski Super Creams 99 cents.
What is that? A fucking cat? Oh, that's at least 4 gumballs from the gumball machine.
Almost. Just
The last Keltner impression is good.
Hello? I hope someone is there. Call the police for us, please. A maniac is trying to kill us.
What the hell? Did you just touch me? Did you touch me? How about that? Touch that. You gotta be shitting me that you died. Oh no. Does DVD have any alternatives now? No, it doesn't. You play Dead by Daylight and you enjoy it, and don't think that that won't go straight to behavior's head. When there's no competition, they just have no excuse to even try anymore, so This is what's going on with that countdown. What happened to last year? I thought that game was still in development. I'm not sure. Something weird as hell happened with that game. They launched it like exclusively on like Discord or some shit, and then like it just died again. I never had a chance to play Killer Clowns because it released at a horrible time. There was like a bunch of other stuff going on, and they wanted like $50 for it or something, which I thought was like kind of ridiculous. Killer Clowns is trash. Well, I don't know what's up with the ASIM devs.
I said what it is. How can you bring that laptop?
Been depressed and unemployed, 5 months behind on rent. I got turned down for another job today. Sorry to hear that, Count. You gonna play DVD soon? I'll consider. Let's see how this match goes. I have to consider if I've shit talked the devs as much as I wanted to. If I'm ready to move on from shit talking or not. Like, man, I could like make an entire documentary about the like the almost criminal level of shitty development that happened here. Kill me! I dare you! You don't have what it takes, you shitter! Ah, no, you didn't have what it took. Stay outside.
Benny! Bring it.
God, he's pissy. You know. I'm bleeding to death. Should I be scared down? One hit kill.
Oops. Oh,
Easy. Johnny DC'd right there at the attic. Yeah.
The psycho running around. Do you know who my father is? Get out here now!
Good night.
I think DVD got hard carried by Myers. It's I mean, it made a huge difference for sure at like a very critical time in the game's lifespan. Like, actually, did they release like they released a bunch of skins for this mode, even though they're like never gonna support it. Like, you can buy all these skins. These two I got for free because of the content pass, but yeah, they released 2 DLC packs for skins for this mode. Crazy. Most of the licenses you were interested in were trash. I think they dropped the ball super hard on a few license killers for sure. I think Alien was like just holy god, like taking the Alien franchise converting it into a chapter and coming out with something that boring on the other side takes a real effort, you know what I mean? By the way, Troy, remember my ratting history? Right after that game, I've had at least 3 teams report me for ratting after everyone got slugged in 20 seconds from Wesker. I respect the ratting in that situation. I don't have the patience for it personally. I'd rather just like die. My worst fear is being like Borthon to death, but that usually can't happen too often anymore because you can just like abandon, luckily. I literally just bought the content pass last night only to find out this morning the game is dead. I feel incredibly ripped off. That's totally bullshit. Because, Michael, like, the thing is that when this game goes peer-to-peer, which is going to be soon, this game is dead. We will not be able to play it anymore. Like, the only way we could play this game is in a custom match. And, like, how do you want to get that set up? You know what I mean? Like, only content creators are going to be able to do that. Like, you were not going to be able to play outside of a custom match. It's a matter of you just try not to die. Possibly Hugo. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm definitely enjoying the flame edge right now, though. They even recorded you and sent it to behavior themselves. Well, I don't think they can report you for for ratting if your intention is to escape, like with a key, you know what I mean? Like. That's a lot of effort, though, to like report somebody for over something like that. All right, we got the knife. The key didn't spawn down here. We're going out. Now he's picking the lock. Can I get there before he picks it? Sorry, bro. This coffee table ain't made for the average player. See this chessboard right here? How would behavior balance chess, guys? Let's think about it, right? Okay, so you're playing chess with somebody, and you're like, let's say you're at a tournament and there's a referee. You beat the guy, right? Like you win the game. And you get a checkmate, right? The game's not fully played out, but both players know the game's over, so you get a checkmate. Then the guy who lost decides that he's gonna draw the game, even though he lost the game. He's calling it a draw. And then he gets up and he walks away. So then you, as the winner of the match, try to stand up and leave, and then the referee goes, What are you doing? You're not allowed to leave yet. Like, do you want to draw too? And you're like, but the game's over. There's literally no other player. And it's like, no, you have to play out the rest of the match against the pieces on the table, even though there isn't a person moving them. You still have to clean them all up and kill every single one. Every single pawn has to be destroyed off the board. And if you don't do that, well then draw a game. And then you would be like, but I won the game, why do I have to do that? And then the referee would be like, well, maybe you shouldn't have tried so hard then to win, huh, you piece of shit. I'm not helping my team at all. I'm just looking at this fucking chessboard. Behavior would make it so whenever you capture too many pieces, your opponent gets to take some of your pieces to prevent you from tunneling his pieces. Very true. Very true. People just don't want to do the damn fuse box no more. What is this? Are you gonna go and leave a wrench down here like that? Oh god, it's Johnny and he's pissy. Really? The hell out of my way! I'm sorry, but why are you latching that right now? If you die, that's 100% on you. I'm gonna... I think we're gonna lose this game. But Johnny's trying, my teammates are Elmer's enthusiasts. They finally killed the game. Who could have seen that coming? No comment.
If someone can hear me, please, we need help. A very sick man is trying to kill us. We're at the sorority house on Forest Street. We need the police.
Gonna do, Johnny? Oh, you figured out that you can walk through? Come on, dog, you got it. If you deserve that video about Matt the Sator being toxic again, Matt streams here on YouTube, not talking about the situation, claiming he's found God. No one, and now wants to move on from Twitch. I mean, cool. The storyline of Matthew Santoro has been completed. What the hell? Alright, let's try the ping pong table, dog. You got this. Come on, ping pong. Easy. Look how short this is. Oh no! No! They called them. Look at him. He's crashing out. Oh god. Come on. You can't let him get away with that, Johnny. Johnny, no! Come back and play ping pong with me. Like, you guys have to consider, this game mode is too difficult for the average player as a victim. He's back again. Hey, Johnny, are you here to play ping pong, or what are we doing, dog? Sore loser at ping pong, confirmed. And he just killed my teammate. Which means he's probably fast enough to catch me now, but we'll see. He's super Johnny now. No, the ping pong table won't work anymore, you fool! All you had to do was not stab your face into his knife. Is it an infinite? If you play it right, it's an infinite, yeah. But now he's killed 3 people now, so it's not an infinite anymore. Peak of content. I just think I could sneak away from my safety coffee table to find health for no reason. He has blood rush, he has infinite stamina, and he's like super fast now. I'm pretty much just dead. I mean, I could try to hide it out, but I don't have the patience. I'd rather be murdered. Here comes the blood rushing Johnny. He is pissy. Oh, look at him, boys. He couldn't even get through there on fucking blood rush. Come on now. That's totally doable. He comes by again. I see you're a master. Only a master of cringe. What the hell is with game companies and making the worst decisions possible, bro? I don't know. I call it dartboard balancing because they just have a fucking dartboard with random ideas and they just throw a dart and try to see what sticks, you know? Come on, dude, you got this. I can't outrun you. I will run out of stamina. You just gotta, don't walk into the vase. You have to have better pathing. Come on. No! You see, like, you keep semi-committing and then getting frustrated after like 12 seconds. He's like stressing out so bad. I mean, even like one hit kill. You think we need a song? No. The final boss, guys. The coffee table. We got a minute and 20 seconds he can commit to me. Will he do it? He's got this. Come on, Johnny. You're ultra fast. This is your moment to shine. This is how Dead by Daylight dies. I mean, how Texas Chainsaw Massacre dies, guys. With thunderous gutter tier. Uh-oh. He's sprinted now. He's gotten himself all nice and he went around the long way. Dude, you gotta not go around the long way and give me distance. Come on now. Let him kill me. Felt too bad. I can't believe the context for this song is playing as a loop around a fucking coffee table. He lost anyway. Got the losing cutscene. Poor guy. 5-gen chase. If you loop somebody around the coffee table for 5 gens and you die, was it really a skilled play in the first place? This guy would never survive in DVD. I don't know what's worse, the fact that he didn't technically kill you or everyone else died. What are you talking about? How are you supposed to survive Johnny? God damn it. Did not say how powerful he is? Like, nobody can convince me that the QA team for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre doesn't just sit around on the floor with like half of their foot in their mouth, drooling. They said they were completely happy with everything that the game became. Yeah, I know, right? This is nasty. That seems like a nightmare to play against. If the killer is on you, loop the couch until he goes mental. Yeah, I've never had a Johnny in Blood Rush try to loot me there before, I'll be honest. I always used the picnic table before, and they could catch you at the picnic table, but here it actually seems like the coffee table is even stronger than the picnic table. And before they go into Blood Rush, they can't even catch you at the ping pong table. They're so slow. You're literally, they can't catch you at the ping pong table, guys. I should just read out that entire statement while showing that gameplay in the background. We think we did everything we could to make the game as good as it could be. We reached our vision. Our vision was perfect. Nobody wants to play family in this game, huh? Yeah, fair enough. I can play family. Don't care. Some things just never change. Family role has been ass since the game came out. We think our game peaked is the new. I think we did a pretty good job so far. It's like, guys, you have to understand. We had our vision and we efficiently milked every last dime out of it we could think of. There's no more money to be made. It's over. But like, why do they have to go and pull Red Dead Online? Like, why can't they just say, okay, like, here's the thing, like, yeah, our time with the game is over, but obviously there's this huge fan base. People love this game, clearly. The population on it is even going up, even though we haven't released any content for it for 6 months. Somehow it's like the percentages of people are going up playing the game. Like, and it's like, okay, then why don't we pass it on? Like, why don't we pass the torch to another developer who's passionate about the game and wants to continue it? Nah, not because there's too much ego involved in it. You know, it's their game. It's their vision. And I hope that at some point it's probably going to end up being their bankruptcy too. Good job. Congratulations on your bankruptcy. Behavior got me with the Five Nights at Freddy chapter. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy, but I love Matthew Lillard. The legend. That's 22. Sometimes I still find myself losing my shit after the 4th or 5th loop. I couldn't imagine how hard that guy was raging just now. He was very unhappy. I'm sure of that. That's why I had to be the bigger man and let him get the knife in, but I guess it counted as a loss anyway. They have absolutely nothing left to blame other than themselves, but I bet they find an excuse. Like the excuse is just pure cope, Gage. They're just saying they did a fantastic job, and I like they're just glazing themselves on Twitter too. Like, you know, there's 800,000 comments of them getting shit talked, but like one person will be like, "Oh my god, you guys cooked, and TCM was such an amazing game, and I can't wait for your next game to come out. I'm gonna buy it day one." And then they'll reply and be like, "Much appreciated, brother. We're here making the next game for you now." Like, vomit. Their spaghetti code must be a nightmare to develop too. Are you talking about TCM or Dead by Daylight? Because like I don't understand, like if you guys have ever looked into like coding, both Dead by Daylight and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre now run off of Unreal Engine 5, which doesn't use C++ coding, like, you know, where you have to actually go in and like do all of the coding yourself. Like it works off of like a what would you call it? It's like sort of like pre-made. You make these little widget things that you basically like connect to other widgets that you make. So it's like very streamlined how these games are made now with Unreal Engine 5. And I don't understand why these devs have such an enormous issue with it, especially with like, yeah, true, it does actually look like spaghetti, to be fair. You're not wrong about that. When you like zoom out and see the whole thing, it looks like it's just a massive spaghetti dish. So if you had another example of what happens when you take all of the power out of the power roll in your horror ASIN game, how many more games have to die this way before the devs start to get it? Well, you know, I'm curious to see what happens with Fear the Reaper. If you guys haven't heard of Fear the Reaper, it's a new ASIM coming out from an indie developer that is one person. It is one dude making this game, and it's essentially, I think it's a 1v8, and the Reaper supposedly is supposed to be very, very strong in the game. I haven't played it. I'm waiting for them to do it. I don't really want to be too involved in like the, you know, all the alpha testing and all that, but I will play it when it comes out, or when there's a beta, like an official beta for sure. And we'll see if a single developer has what it takes to pull it off. Dan, much appreciated for growing some muttons.
Dan Joker grew some muttons.
Don't worry. I got it, guys. I can play hands. If that game succeeds, it'll be the biggest underdog story ever. If he really wants that game to succeed, he has to make it to where it's really fun and engaging to play Survivor. Like you want, what you want from Survivor is you want it to be intense. Like you want to be afraid of the killer and know that if you fuck around, you're gonna die. But the way in which that gameplay loop works has to be like kind of delicate, right? Because it can't just be that the killer is can put zero effort in and kill everybody. Like you have to have some agency, but you need to be like have to earn that agency as the survivor, and not just be handheld. And like they just always nerf the make super weak killers. That's not fun to play against. Like if you were playing a co-op game, right? Like a co-op horror game, you want it to be as difficult as possible. Like usually it's those types of games are way more fun when they're super difficult. That's what's fun about it. But somehow when there's like a real person playing the power role instead of an AI, it causes significant like issues. By the way, the guys who made the Friday the 13th movies are making a multiplayer and single player Friday the 13th game, 2 new Friday the 13th in the near future. With the guys who made the movie, like the remake, because like I'm pretty sure like the people who made the original movie got to be in like their 90s already. And it's not to say it's impossible. Some of these sons of bitches never stop with like making stuff. Like, I mean, the dude who made Texas Chainsaw Massacre played a role in making this game. So, oh gee, damn. Well, let's see what they're not gonna be like. You know, like I hate to sound like a shitter, but like I think. Yeah, how are you? I don't know. They need to have a really good team, basically, to deal with the expectations of live service in 2025. I wish we could have got more hands executions. God, it sucks so bad that this game is dead. Why? Just why?
Say no to Haddonfield grew some muttons.
Appreciate for growing some muttons, Haddonfield. Do I think that's Solo Q and DVD should have proximity chat. I don't think so. I mean, like proximity chat, like from like a content creator's perspective, that would be, you know, like amazing for me as a content creator. Like the amount that I would be able to do with that would be just tremendous. But for like the health sake of the game, probably not a good move, no. Bro called it so hard. Yeah, that was definitely one of my more peak predictions for sure. The fact that they even like talked about their new game as well is just like the icing on top. Oh, they're in here. I didn't check this door because they were always... I hope that wasn't the fuse box.
We sure are hungry. Grill them bones. Lick your brain like an ice cream cone.
No reason to lock that anymore. May as well leave it open.
Dictionary between shit and syphilis. Aw, don't split. I ain't had my fun.
There's still someone in here we don't know where they're like hiding at, so I gotta find that person. What you doing there, hitchhiker? What you doing?
I learned this up at the slaughterhouse.
Played TCM day 1 and it was great. Same.
You better get out or you'll get it worse.
They've already gotten their hands on another precious horror IP according to them, so that's just the unfortunate situation. Might be going for Fuse. See if we can cut her off. Or Grandpa, probably one or the other. Grandpa.
Hey, keep them hands above the Mason-Dixon line.
What the hell's happening here?
And a 2 and a 3.
I knew she was gonna do that. I think she's probably dead from that. Like she's just gonna bleed out, right? Yeah. This game is too glitchy. Are there any new updates or none at all? No new updates, and they announced that there never will be another update. And they're shutting the servers down. It shouldn't be Halloween, because I think Saber's making a Halloween game. I think that it's most likely going to be a... Or I thought it was going to be a Friday the 13th remaster, but maybe not if someone else is making that already. So then maybe Terrifier, like Gage Rage said, could be. I think Saber Interactive is making a Halloween game, the people that made Evil Dead. When will they shut down the servers? They just said like soonish, basically. So we don't know exactly, because they probably don't even know how to do it, because they're so potato at like doing anything regarding the game's matchmaking and stuff. But they definitely want to get them shut down as fast as possible because they pay a lot of money for them. Did you ever encounter the spectator overlay bug when you were actually playing the game? Not that I remember. I'm thinking Terrifier because the producer mentioned wanting to work on a game or something like that a few months back. Yeah, the producer was like desperately trying to get a chapter made in Dead by Daylight. He was trying to get Matthew Cote's attention on Twitter. Matthew Cote never responded to him though, even though a bunch of people were begging him to. He just ghosted him completely. And then people were saying, hey, let's like, maybe we could make a legendary skin for the clown as Art the Clown. And he said no. He said, if I want Terrifier to come to Dead by Daylight, but I want him to have his own chapter, he's not willing to do a like a legendary skin. So one of two things happened. Either A, he made a deal with Gun to bring Terrifier to, you know, a Terrifier game, which would be awesome, even though I hate Gun. Or B, he got into contact with Behavior eventually, and they actually did make a Terrifier chapter. And that's very possible because the chapter after the Walking Dead chapter, they said is going to be the goriest chapter ever made in Dead by Daylight history, which to me sounds like the perfect description of Art the Clown, right? Or Terrifier. This has to be like an intense moment for her, right? It's just like, get up, oh my god, get up. She didn't make it. She's like, on my screen, I shut the door, this game sucks. Art the Clown is in Call of Duty, true. It could definitely be a Friday the 13th remaster. That would have been my first guess. We got rid of Anna. Sorry, Hugo. If it's any consolation, this is probably going to be our final Friday, our Texas Chainsaw Massacre stream ever, because I don't really think there'll be another reason to ever make another one, sadly enough. I'll still be doing double XP events. Damn. W. These motorboating hitchhikers, man. Who's the goat of DBD? The goat of DBD. I mean, I guess it's Noob 3, huh? Yeah, okay. I don't have to play Leatherface, okay. I hate the sound of this thing revving too. I just play it because if you don't have a Leatherface on your team, you pretty much just lose like half the time, but... This is the only killer in the game that like you have agency on. He's like the Dead by Daylight character. Are you gonna poop gas me, Virginia? What's the play here? I see your red dress. I know you want to poop gas. You little poop gassing poop gasser. Why is the poop gas not affecting me? Matter. Kinda sad we don't get proper single player games of any big horror licenses except for Alien and The Thing. Yeah, they could do more. That was it? Use. You're actually on the other face of Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight, I wish would tone down the chase music a little bit. It's really annoying. Because you know exactly what the chase music is there for. It's to piss you off when you play killer. It doesn't serve any function. It sets the tone while you're playing killer or while you're playing survivor, because like survivor I get it, but like when I'm playing killer it's so loud I can't hear anything. It just like completely overtakes everything else. When you're trying to listen to like footsteps and grunts of pain, all I hear is like I'm like ah. You know for sure that if tryhards could turn off like chase music, they would turn it way down. It's kind of sad we don't. Oh yeah. Why does the killer hear music at all? Let me mute it. Yeah, we will. 99% of killers would like mute it or turn it down to like 1%. Like there's some killers out there that have such obnoxious chase music, it just like makes you not even want to bother playing them. It would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? Like I don't think I would turn it down or off completely, but I would definitely lower it significantly. I like my Oni outfit. It's like a mix of a few different skins, but I don't know, I really like it. Couldn't tell you specifically like what all the skins are, but no. Oh, we're Russian? Russian one last time, huh? Let's turn the chase volume way down so we can hear the rest of the game. Yeah, it's way over loud, like to the point where if you're like turning your game up loud enough to hear like footsteps and stuff, they can actually like hurt your ears. Well, thank God they finally reduced like Hillbilly's noise. Our dude's chainsaw like gave me a headache almost instantly.
They're gonna love this.
Probably doing this because of suffocating grip. Alright, checker didn't put the meta spawns on, or the meta trap spots, so we're gonna be a little bit of a disadvantage there.
Here, drink this.
Yeah, you can only turn down the menu music, not in game.
We better make sure Grandpa is well off. Go check on him.
You guys know what Hitchhiker left at the graveyard for Sissy? I know what he left for her. Feeding Grandpa, I bet this artist completely now. Good chance. They're good. Probably slipped right by. Leatherface is still down there. Probably gonna DC. You can pick a lock in about 3 seconds in this game, so like level 100 lock picking skill from Oblivion. They're definitely taking their sweet time, aren't they?
My love. Oh, love. My love.
Oh no, I'm bugged forever now.
How does that feel?
I want to commit to killing this girl. Think she has the right?
Oh, just a touch, and there.
Oh, this is why people don't like to play this like role in this game, because of dumbass shit like this. No joke. I've always said that there's nothing that's made family players quit this game more than how bad the door mechanics are. They're so stupidly bad. There's zero counterplay to it, and yeah.
This will help them see more clearly.
Like, I can't catch this girl because, you know, doors. the evil doors that you slam shut behind yourself with your Scooby-Doo arm. iframes gameplay. Back to the door again.
Oh, sugar. Does that hurt?
There you go. There's no counterplay to it. I guess. Yes, it's very fun. And of course, anytime there isn't counterplay to something, you get ego. It's like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, there's no counterplay? Time to have an ego.
Court of law. They hide my words. The truth in words you've never heard. Why do they fear and see in me inside themselves?
Just trying to do this like Scooby-Doo arm stunt.
Look at your love. Oh,
So she can just do this until somebody does the fuse box right, and then she gets to escape. Okay, she's using her heel now. Don't worry, guys, this is gameplay. There was a time on this game where victims had to wait like over 30 minutes to find a match. And even during that time, they were still complaining that this stuff was perfectly fine and balanced. And that's how you know that like victim brain rot is really savage, because they're willing to sit in a queue for 30 minutes to have an experience like this, right? Like this, you can't listen to these people. They're completely unhinged and like stupid as all hell. They will literally kill any game they get their fingers on, because they don't want the game to be good. They want the game to be like, you know, some kind of weird edgelord thing that they can just like jerk it to, you know. You know how in real life, when someone's chasing you through a door, you can reach back, grab the door handle with your Mr. Fantastic arm, reach around them, by the way, grab the door handle and pull it with enough force to knock the person down for 10 seconds? That's my favorite thing to do when somebody's chasing me. No. Oh. God. This is so dumb. Yeah, it is dumb. This is what happens when you have zoo animals developing games and then wonder why their games die.
Our game peaked, guys. We completed our vision.
Okay. Your vision is ass, bro. That's what your vision is. Taekwondo. Taekwondo. Shizda. Hey, better DC, scrub. Worth throwing for. Where's Grandpa? Oh, he's feeding. Probably had an exit already. No? Jesus Christ. What was that? Where's the thing at? Over here. Oh, where did that girl go? She like disappeared into the ether. There's a ferocious teabagging, bro. That's like teabagging Ghostface in Dead by Daylight. Like, you better be sure you're gonna get away with it when you teabag somebody that can teabag you back. Dude, comp Texas Chainsaw Massacre is actually really fun to watch. Obviously, they wouldn't ever do that there. That would have been like, they play a lot differently, but yeah. Nobody plays Sissy in comp TCM, but it still is fun to watch. I swung too many times. That was dumb. I think she wants to go for Grandpa.
They'll be loving me soon enough.
Let's push her out that way. Suffocating grip. Why is it dead? The developers are shutting down the servers and not doing any more updates, so game over for sure, 100%. GG.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Trying to get up out of there.
Just pretend, yeah. Guys, we're gonna have it fixed, don't worry. Yeah, they said that their vision's complete, it reached its full potential, they've accomplished everything they wanted to accomplish with the game. There's not really anywhere else for them to take it because it's like a completed work. They just glazed themselves. Pretended, like, just completely pretended like there were no issues at all. Doing good rage to just we're just dunking on the devs, you know, getting it out. Smack talking them for being so incompetent and so annoying and stupid. How can you say that with a straight face? You can type it, or I should say Chat GPT can type it. I doubt they probably even put the effort in to write their own, like, we're closing the game down letter. They had the rights to every iteration of Leatherface and they didn't do shit with it. True. I'm surprised we even got the remakes, yeah. Pushed sales as much as they possibly could, juiced the PlayStation Plus deal, and then they're out, baby. Cashing out right there and then, like they were playing poker the whole time. And didn't forget to put in like an advertisement for their new game in the same breath. Deluxe game modding, much appreciated for growing some muttons. At least they're better than the day before. Basically give us money at F off. You know, I actually don't know about that because Fantastic gave everybody a refund. They gave every single person who bought the game a refund, even without them asking. They just did it. Now, Fantastic had a severe ego, and they got really butthurt about the reception of their game. But the thing about Fantastic's game that I don't think a lot of people realized, because I played the day before for like 3 days straight when it came out, and everything that was in the trailer was in the game. So like they didn't, like a lot of YouTubers like kind of juiced the game for content, and it made the devs really salty and butthurt. And I'm not saying they were good devs and that everything they were doing was fine. It definitely wasn't, because they painted a bad picture of the game, but the game was completely salvageable. Like it really truly was not as bad as YouTubers were making it out to be. They were just, the views you were getting for shitting on the game were insane. Like on average, people were getting like $400,000 views for shitting on it. So it was just like literally YouTube meta to shit on the game, and the devs kind of gave into it when they didn't need to, in my opinion. I think they really could have turned that game around, like kind of like No Man's Sky situation. Like, yeah, it launches, everybody hates it, and then you turn it around. It's like, okay, like you don't like what the game is, but we have like a really good foundation and we can build on it. They decided to get like butthurt. They send everyone a refund even though they didn't ask for it. Like they announced they were shutting the game down within like 20, or what was it, like 48 hours of it coming out or something. It was insanely fast. They announced that they were shutting the game down. I was like shocked. No Man's Sky is amazing as fuck now, yeah, because it had a good foundation. Like that's what these games need more than anything else, is a good foundation. If it's solid, you can build anything on it. This game has a solid foundation too. That's why it's so disappointing that Gunn just completely dumpstered it.
Time to play.
I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing at all here. I should probably commit to like one area. Someone's here somewhere.
This is too easy.
You actually shouldn't read the footprints, because when you read the footprints, they stress out.
We're gonna need his help.
Nice, he got her. Oh, I want to see it though. Yeah. Yeah.
Take it.
Ooh, free cam execution. I like it. Kick your little legs, Wyatt. I suffered with the Cyberpunk pre-order, played out on my PS4 Pro, and had about 40 crashes upon beating it. Holy shit. My Cyberpunk experience was so buggy, it was insane. I remember I got like one of those video phone calls you get when like anytime you get a phone call in the game, and the fucking person crawled out of the screen and into my apartment with me and was sitting in my apartment about to have like a heart attack. Thought I was getting SATA code. But either way, I really enjoyed the game, even though it was buggy as hell. I loved Cyberpunk. But they built that game up really good too now. I kind of actually want to do another playthrough of it because they've done so much. They're both over there. I'll chill on this side.
I'll find you. Don't you worry about that.
Don't you worry about that.
They always try to hide. It's always the same game.
Definitely gonna miss Johnny, you know. Johnny's definitely my favorite character in this game. It's always the same game. There is going to be another Cyberpunk game, but CD Projekt Red isn't making it. Well, I guess technically they are. CD Projekt Red has made a new studio called like CD Projekt Red, like US or something like that, and they're making another Cyberpunk game. I'm not sure if it's going to be a single player game or a multiplayer game though. God, I love Johnny.
Trust me. You ain't getting away. I'm keeping you.
What do you think Gun's next cash grab is going to be? I'm definitely thinking Terrifier or Friday the 13th remake. Mind's Eye comes out next month. Yeah, it's a part of something bigger called Everywhere, I think. It's like something that has spun off from one of the former leads of Rockstar. I get some kind of like Roblox vibe from the overall project, and I think Mind's Eye is like connected to it somehow, but I don't really get the whole thing they have going on there. It's a bit interesting. I'll have to wait and see, maybe. I just watched Guy's video and he said Gun Interactive don't make games with long term in mind, nor do they treat their player base with respect, especially with their overpriced DLC and their PR. Yeah, I don't know, like exactly. Like they're just a bunch of piece of garbages. They're a piece of garbage. Piece of garbages. I'll go full hillbilly on you guys. Did you see all the Survivor mains on Twitter saying that the walking or that TWC getting shelled is why you don't cater to killers? What's TWC? Well, I'm probably being dumb, but I don't know. Oh, TCM. Okay. Dude, like I was just saying, like, there was a time in this game where you had to wait 30 minutes, over 30 minutes sometimes, to play a single match of killer, right? And I mean of victim. And the victims were still complaining the family was too overpowered. Like, even when they were waiting 30 minutes for matches that were like sometimes like 30 minutes long. You have to understand what kind of brain rot that is. Like, that's extreme levels of brain rot. And they blamed it on, like, skill issue. Like, they actually thought skill issue. They're like, well, you know, family players didn't get so butthurt and quit the game because they suck at it. Like, no, it's because it's dog shit. The experience for, like, the vast majority of all family players in this game is dog shit. The victim side is way more fun to play. Anybody can feel it in 5 minutes. You're playing like an AI simulator, Splinter Cell guard mode as the killer, just patrolling routes, you know? Like there's you can find ways to sort of have more fun with it, but that's like the average experience for a lot of people in this game. 30-minute wait just to get lock rushed. Yeah, like I'm like they would do that and they would escape in like a minute and 30 seconds after like waiting 30 minutes. Like that's you're like do anything else with your life. I'm actually you're like I don't accept that you spend your time doing that. The devs did this fun game dirty in so many ways. Not being able to play a character you bought was the icing. That was always a smart move. They could have done other things too to like help mitigate that. Like Rainbow Six, right? When a new character comes out in Rainbow Six, it works the same way because you can't, you know, pick the same character. So only one person gets to pick the character. Like, okay, fine. So like how they did it is that like, okay, people who bought the character, like paid money for the character, got to play the character I think a week early. So the people that pay for it get to play it a week early. The people that want to buy it with in-game currency that they could earn by playing for like 24 hours ish, they had to wait a week and then they came into the queue later. So it gave a head start for the people that paid money, and it was a good system. You know, it wasn't perfect, but it mitigated it. Here, of course, Gun did nothing, and their whole in-game currency system idea they had early on obviously got scrapped because it was too difficult to implement, guys. We tried. They said they tried, but it was just too we had to do the thing with the coding and the family was never too overpowered in my opinion. Hans Hitchcock was a dominating combo, but it was still beatable. Yeah, I mean this game had the same issue in a way as Dead by Daylight, which is that pre-made groups had a huge advantage over solo queue players. And this game went both ways with it. Like you could have a family Swift or a victim Swift, but either way, they were the ones that had the you know, the advantage. And what do you do in that situation? What any good developer would do, you hide it so you can't see who's in a group anymore. I'm not sure how many hours I have in TCM, to be honest, because I like played it on so many different accounts and different platforms that it's kind of hard to keep note of. On an unrelated note, I do miss the Splinter Cell Spies versus Mercs multiplayer. That was sick. That was sick. It was very much custom policed though. Like back then, when you went to create a lobby in Spies versus Mercs, there was like 1,000 different rules you could change, and there were like very specific rule sets that like everybody used to balance the game out. Because I think if I remember correctly, the Mercs were like super strong, right? So they like most of the people had to like nerf the Mercs quite significantly to make it fun. But I don't know, I could be off on that. Just kind of what I remember. Double Agent was fun too, but Chaos Theory was peak. I think in Double Agent it was just like spies versus spies. Like there wasn't really a merc. No. Why does every victim killer game turn into the victims being the power role? It's an interesting phenomenon, but the only thing I can really consider is that it's got to be something to do with the fact that like the survivor player base, I think in general is just considered more casual, so they try to balance the game for casual players, and anybody who's not casual takes enormous advantage of it, while everybody who is casual doesn't take advantage of it because they're casual and they will always be, you know, a casual player. It's like I said last night, it's like you can do as much hand holding as you want to like protect a potato, but it's still going to get turned into a French fry. That's just the way it goes. Like a good player is always going to dominate a casual player. I don't care how hard you try to balance it out of the game. Sadly, I think Splinter Cell didn't make it well because of Metal Gear. Dude, I don't know what Ubisoft is cooking with Splinter Cell. I don't know if it's something to do with Michael Ironside or what exactly the issue is, but it's nuts to me that we haven't got another Splinter Cell game. Like actually nuts. Like one of the biggest IPs and they made Blacklist because Michael Ironside couldn't like reprise his role as Sam Fisher, but instead of just making the game without Sam Fisher, or even hell, making a prequel game where you had a young Sam Fisher, instead they made a sequel game to Conviction that was supposed to be Sam Fisher. They got like a guy who sounded like he was 16 to voice Sam Fisher, which is just like a huge spit in the face. And they made him like younger again, but even though it was supposed to be a sequel, it was just really pathetic, whoever came up with that idea. Then they're like, well, guess you guys don't want any more games, huh? Like, what? They have Sam Fisher in Rainbow Six as a slap to the face too. No comment. He's in like, they've juiced him in a lot of things too, right? I think he's been in like both Ghost Recon games as well, even voiced by Michael Ironside in that as well. Kiefer Sutherland has a very respectful voice for Snake, though, you know, and what's the original guy's name? Mark Hader or something like that. He obviously he is like, you know, he is Snake, but Kiefer Sutherland has a really like epic voice too, so it's not the most offensive swap of a character's voice, and it also kind of fit the David Hayter, not Mark Hader, okay, David Hayter. Like he if he, I kind of think I know where Hideo Kojima was going with that. Like I could be wrong, but I think his idea was to make Metal Gear Solid 5, make Kiefer Sutherland do the voice for Big Boss, because he kind of had to, right? Because like the medic talks at the beginning of the game, like you hear the medic's voice, and if you were just playing that game normally, I think you would instantly pick up on the fact that David Hayter was voicing both Big Boss and the medic. Like if it was Kiefer Sutherland, it allowed the surprise to sort of, or the twist to work better. And then his plan after Metal Gear Solid 5 was to remaster Metal Gear Solid 1 and make it to where Naked Snake would go up against Big Boss, right? Because that's what happens in Metal Gear Solid 1. So in order to do that, he could have had David Hayter and Kiefer Sutherland then playing both characters. Like Kiefer Sutherland does Big Boss and David Hayter does Naked Snake, and it would have been a pretty cool game, I think. But the whole thing got scrapped once Konami fired him for no reason. Couldn't find no family players, cringe. Yeah, Konami's really stupid. Not as stupid as Gun, though. At least they're doing a bit of a turnaround now with their franchises. It's just a shame that they had to screw over like Hideo Kojima. Like they don't let the dude finish his fucking like masterpiece of a game. We like Metal Gear Solid 5 basically doesn't have like a real ending. You have to watch the ending online, which is like super dumb. But they'll happily spend a bunch of money making some shit survival game based on Metal Gear Solid. Like, okay. Yeah, he was the last and worst for sure. He's so bad still. I don't even know why I'm playing as him.
Personal belongings linked to a missing
Bubba went to go live on a farm.
found last week. Police say Tim and Tyra Devine seemingly vanished overnight while on
But now we got a Silent Hill 2 remake, which was really good. They're making an entirely new Silent Hill game, which should be good. Hopefully. Doing some other stuff too, I think. I never played Survive. I was kind of like disgusted by it. Like, I don't know about that. You could actually play Victim for the first time in like 8 years on this game when PlayStation Plus came out, and it's funny to see that like none of the PlayStation Plus players stuck around really. They all fucked off. You're so excited for Silent Hill F? Yeah. Like, my wife is looking forward to Silent Hill F, and I'm looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6. Those are like the two big games.
Welcome to our funny farm. Me and the fam don't mean no harm.
You know what Gun could do to save a lot of face, because so many people are so pissed off, is they could like maybe release one last DLC, like the hair pack or something, for free, just like as like a thank you, or like, because they have finished some content. They finished like the what was it? I think another execution pack they finished. Like, so they have some stuff finished. I think they should just make that shit free for everybody who's still playing the game as like a thank you. That could go like a really long way with making people not just despise them completely. Even though when the servers get shut down, all of it's fucking worthless anyway. Leatherface is going ham down there. $10, please. It's like the content's finished. We could give it to them for free. I'd rather just fucking burn it. These shitters don't deserve anything from us. They didn't tell us we had the best game ever made. I get nothing. Tell them to buy our next game. Bomb missed Victim. Dang it, Bomb. Why didn't you do your job?
You ain't looking too bad.
Yeah, like all the DCI for Friday the 13th and the $100 Savini Jason I bought from someone before the devs just like added it to the game because hey, a Munsies. God, imagine Danny did that. We'd be fucked. I don't think so. He's the voice actor is what's his face from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. God, he can knife him. Have to protect him. Bill Moseley, yeah. I don't think Bill Moseley voice acts what's his face.
rough toenails now.
Yeah, Friday the 13th hurt. The proximity chat, it's such a casual like experience, the whole thing. I think pretty much everybody would like begrudgingly get the remaster of that game no matter what they felt or how much they hated Gun as a company.
If you're looking for sympathy, it's in the dictionary between shit and syphilis.
Oh, look what we have here. A fancy little... Yeah, let's take him to the gallows. To the gallows. Yeah, making a game fun to die, that's always the real reward of it. Yeah, Cook, let's stay back here and enjoy this one last time. I'll massage your shoulder while we watch. Always Cook with the pissy attack at the end. GG's.
GG. Będzie spędzanie z piętownika,
Coming back as Tommy was always rewarding. You got to find the person that left you for dead and shotgun him. That was my favorite part of playing Johnny. Getting your head punched off by Jason was funny as hell. Yeah, if I ever hear the name Black Tower Studios again, I'm just gonna assume whatever project it is absolutely fucking dead on arrival. So what are you guys gonna do when they shut the servers down? Literally just nothing. Nothing.
Cattle mutilations continue to plague the quiet farming communities of Central Texas.
Dead game indeed. Expedition 33, let's go. Play Fortnite still. Hey, at least you can play Leatherface in Fortnite now. This year, since like Grand Theft Auto got delayed and it'll probably get delayed again, at least I got Gears of War. I think Gears of War Reloaded is gonna be sick. Huge Gears fan. Original trilogy Gears fan. Gears 4 and 5 are both kind of ass. When did that horrible Silicon Valley intro, I do see it. Operation Tower of Power commencing. Where's Grandpa? Okay, I can't beat him anyway, so it's not worth it.
Well, I'm sick of eating scraps. We gotta find them.
You're super hyped for Killing Floor 3? Yeah, that could be cool for sure.
You'll never see this. It always works.
Guys, I'm all alone against 4 people. You gotta think, like, I'm just a poor innocent fucking gas station worker here, and these sons of bitches are here to beat the shit out of me. Oh god, they're gonna kill that old man down there. Gears of War on PlayStation True, that's gonna be wild. Imagine playing Gears of War on a PlayStation. Ah! Stay away from me, you son of a bitch! To fight him off, but even next time he might come back with more people. Hey!
I do some of the
They threw a knife at me!
you know?
You son of a bitch! Should throw a knife?
Come on out, little piggy. Why are you running?
God. It's Leland. Stay out of here! You here? No! Stay away from that old man! No! You killed him, you bastard! Stay away from me.
Whoa.
Oh god.
I gotta do everything in this family.
They're coming for me, I can feel it. I tried. I tried.
I'm tired of messing with you. You get out of here.
You kind of remind me of your little friend.
This'll catch him.
They're killing Johnny now.
I found him. I knew I'd find him.
Like a horror movie.
You better get out or you'll get it worse.
Where's the fuse box? Is it in there? God, look at them. They're animals. Ken says this is their vision. This is what you're thinking of. A fucking gas station attendant who doesn't know how to tie his own shoes, like trying to hold off against like, 4 people trying to beat the shit out of him and stab him. Yeah, me too.
Where'd you scurry off to now?
Remember when the checker jumped out of the window to escape the shoulder charging Leland? It was his Left 4 Dead skills.
This'll slow him down, surely. is all the others doing? Why's this
Leland press green flu equals charger from Left 4 Dead confirmed. That's what the like backstory of the charger. What are they doing? Like all of them are still here. Like how there aren't that many objectives on the map to complete.
Oh, you ain't getting away. I'm keeping Well, ain't you shifty? Like me.
I'm guessing Wyatt's leaving.
Come on, let's play some.
It's dangerous. I could get found here and they might kill me. God, got a jump scare from that.
I might be saving you for Grandpa.
Ah!
Hey, come on. I was just playing.
Oh, you ain't getting away. Stanza.
Why are you running?
Oh, bastards! They looked like victims, but who's the real killer here?
Even Grandma was better than my two dang brothers.
Okay, who does it take to not just leave? Why screw around this long? That's a good question. It's interesting to observe. You know, it's funny, there's so many times, like, guys, I can't tell you how many times there have been where I've started making, like, a Texas Chainsaw Massacre video, like a guide to play Leatherface, or a guide to do this, a guide to do that, or just general videos on the game, showing things off, whatever it's been. And I, like, every time I started, and then I just think to myself, like, nah, like, this game's not going anywhere. Like, these fucking devs are, like, morons. And then I just can't get what's the word? Not disinterested, but demotivated, I guess you could say. So I just end up, like, canceling the whole video. I was like, it's not worth it. I'd rather just make something for Dead by Daylight. Like, it feels like such a pointless thing to try to invest in this game as a content creator when the devs are so ass. I didn't mean to do it, I swear. Oh, no, please. Please don't poop gas me. Right, you son of a bitch. Think you're a big man, huh? You think you're a big man, huh? Well, just so you know, I can fight. I can defend myself. You don't think I can defend myself? Now that your friends aren't here? You're nothing. You're fucking nothing. I was nice to you, and you took it too far. What have I done? What have I done?
Find out. 'Cause I know you're gonna do it. Find out. 'Cause I know you're gonna do it. 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 'Cause
It was self-defense, I swear. Okay. If anyone asks. Oh god, look, he's all like flipping out now too. He's getting PTSD from killing somebody. And then you just hear Virginia screaming in the background like, oh, I need to go get help. Oh, he's a murderer. You proud of yourself? You drove me to become a murderer. And now you're the bad guy in the story. I always knew there was something wrong about that fella. Knew it was only a matter of time before he went and done did something like that. All right, I'm gonna get the window trap right this time, I swear. Bro took your kindness for weakness. Sure as hell did. That match kind of reminded me of Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Yeah, true. So guys, did you hear? The game is dying. All the money you've spent on it was for nothing. Don't you care? Well then. Team don't support content future. Yeah, but they're also shutting down the servers. So it's over. So guys, what should we plan for our next Dead by Daylight stream? Do you think anything in particular? Or should we just like what are you thinking? Night? We can just have a night? What should the next DVD stream be all about? This was a good casual game while it lasted. Very true. It's beyond sad that it's Giga Dead. Custom games with viewers. It's all that's left on this game. Custom games was with viewers on Dead by Daylight. Wonder what we could come up with. Slumber party DBD night where we could all giggle and smack each other with pillow. I'm down. Hey gang, what's up? Sobbing about TCM right now? Yeah, we're well, sobbing more like we're just this whole stream is about shitting on the developers, right? We want to shit on Gun. We want to make them feel bad because they deserve to feel bad because they purposely milked their community as hard as they could for every penny they could get out of them. And now that they can't get any more pennies, they're just throwing us in the garbage, basically, until they need us again. It's just like they're very disgusting, like a very disgusting company. He copy and pasted their whole thing. But I didn't expect the sunset this soon. I was betting by late 2025. That's what I thought too. I thought we would get a whole nother like chapter in this game. I thought we would get a new family member, a new map, and a new like rush week. I thought we would basically get another content pass and then they would sunset the game. And I would have been okay with that. You know, I would have been like, okay, maybe they really feel like they've done, you know, everything they can do with the game. Nah. Cancel their content, move on to their new shiny toy they're working on. Like, they don't give a shit about this game. This, like, lobby's never gonna start. You guys are just sitting there acting like everything's okay, like everything's normal. Just be overly dramatic, you know.
I'm gonna be Leatherface or no?
What?
No.
There were some leaked voice lines about a girl named Meadow. I was so excited to see her. Gonna give the game to someone else, please. Yes. Yes, please. Oh, I have Meadow. Here's Meadow. Yeah, they had her doing mocap for the game. This is like pictures of her doing mocap. They have a video of her doing mocap. They have voice lines of Bones calling her Meadow multiple times, I'm pretty sure. So this was the next killer we were going to get in the game, or like the last family member, right? You know what? Quit acting like you know the rules, man. There are no rules. We're lost here. You know what? Let me tell you something. Then they decided the game was perfect and didn't need her.
Let's go.
I mean, I'll ready up. I'll ready up, but there's no point. The game's already dead.
Authorities were alerted to Helm's Ranch yesterday to investigate reports of cattle abuse. But what they found in
They'll be like, shut the hell up.
serene. The ranch was devoid of livestock.
Also, Johnny's VA wrote a goodbye note on Twitter, and now I'm just super sad. Damn. Wasn't in the vision. Like, why not finish your DLC? It seemed so close. The running, like, theory is that Black Tower Studio was so incompetent and so terrible at their job that they just simply could not get it done. And, like, the relationship between Gun and Black Tower broke down so bad to the point where they just fucking completely threw in the towel. Basically, Gun hired the shittiest dumpster fire of like a developer they could to, you know, make the content, and they just couldn't do it. They're too pathetic. Like, I don't know why that company exists. Nobody should ever work with them ever again. I'm fairly certain that if I looked into it, everything they've ever touched is surely dead. Yeah, you know what? I wonder if Sumo is actually helping Gun on their next game. And that's why they stopped working on this one. Like, maybe Sumo is like really the heroes of all this, right? I kind of have to see what Sumo does next. All right. Where the hell do I plant this, guys? I always planted it here, but last time I swear that the person didn't get stuck in it. So, like, I don't know if I'm high. Like, I took a break, but like, come on now.
It always works.
A little bit to the side, but that shouldn't matter. I don't know. Jason X. That'd be sweet. Bones, you want to just use your bombs on the fuse?
I'm sorry about the grave stuff. I was just messing. I didn't know it was gonna cause you no trouble.
No trouble. Dude, like the voice acting is so good. It's fuck. Well, how can they give up on this game? It's a crime.
That's fresh blood. Ooh, this'll.
I was just messing. Like, literally, FPS still see sales melted to those dried. Yeah, I think everybody's very disappointed in this announcement, except Gun. I think they're happy to. I don't think that anything about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game went the way Gun wanted it to go, and I think they've been very bitter about that since pretty much the game came out. They wanted it to be this super casual fucking, you know, experience. And
I'm guessing that brother of yours
get her. Oh god, she's going for the window. Oh yeah, you thought you were gonna get away with it, huh? I bet you thought you were gonna get away with it. I'm just relieved they can jump onto the next moneymaker. Yeah, 100%.
How did it all begin? With a big bang, baby. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm coming, Connie. Where is she? Stop being so tricksy. I don't like it. Where is she? Oh my god. Hey! what can this other person be doing that's so dramatic? There's a stealther. Got around me again. Bro. Connie's upstairs. I don't know where the last person's at. It's going to be a lot more stealthy like it should have been. Their stupid metagame they put in ruined that. Like, the game should have had, like, no attribute points, or, like, maybe they could have done perks, but then, like, the perks would have needed to be, like, way weaker than what they were. Did you go back through? No. Get her! Oh god. Did she get in the trap? Bro, how are my traps so ass? Or did... No. She just got incapped from it. Here, Connie, get up and step in my trap, please. Oh, fine. God, I'll just kill you then if you're gonna be feisty. I'd really like to say to run game, but it would end up just another dead ASIM. Probably. The one thing, okay, like, even though Gun's a shitty company and they deserve every inch of hate they ever get, they, like, I mean, it is possible that they actually learned their lesson with, like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, I think Rush Week was a little bit of an attempt to kind of fix the competitive mistake they made with the main horror mode. Like, they want to go back to that, and with Terrifier they could potentially do like a good sort of casual experience with proximity chat and stuff, but like, god, yeah, I'll never glaze them at all, that's for sure. My glazing days are over. They, like I said, any hate they get, or, you know, that they just deserve it. Yeah, I really like the idea of Rush Week too. Or did this guy like appear? He's got to be in the basement somewhere and I just didn't see him.
Whoa. Why I gotta do everything in this family?
What? Where the hell are they?
We are cooking now.
What? Yep. Yeah, I think so, Gage Rage. I do think so. Every horror license needs to be warned to stay away from giving Gun their game rights. Yeah, I think whatever. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that Texas Chainsaw Massacre made a lot of money. It made a lot of money, projected to be at least $40 million in gross profit, which is a lot of money for an indie developer to fucking bank, even if they had to, like, you know, pay off for the license and stuff, like, and invest in other things. That's a lot of money, and money talks. Like, you know, not everybody's that interested in creating a great experience for people. They just want money, right? Well, I don't care what anyone says. Rush Week was so much fun, and I adored the museum mode. If they actually give a shit and didn't make poor decisions, the game would have succeeded. Yeah, that's like one of the real annoying things that's happening right now is a lot of people are coming out and being like, yeah, I knew that game was gonna, like, be a piece of shit. Like, it's just the Texas Chainsaw Massacre license. Like, they couldn't do anything with it, so obviously it wasn't gonna last. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, blah 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 blah. It's like, no, like, the game had an insanely good foundation. Like, it had an insanely good foundation, way better foundation than Dead by Daylight, in my opinion. It's just that Dead by Daylight was able to build off of their shitty foundation, whereas Gun didn't even try to build off of their good foundation. They just built, you know, they just destroyed everything they could. We will not be supporting Gun's next project because you know why? That's the thing, I don't know if I can hold myself to that agreement. All I know is I'll be really pissed off if I buy another Gun game while I do it, and I'll hate myself. First DVD lost Hellraiser, now TCM is ending contents. Wait, can you imagine if Gun is making a Hellraiser game and that's why they removed Pinhead from Dead by Daylight? That would be hilarious. Impossible to find a victim, man. They could do more even with the original characters. Would have loved to seen more of that, especially learning more about the original characters. Bummer. Yeah, like I think there were some planned. There was like one where Sissy was going to be in like a nursing home or something, which would have been really interesting. I think like she would have been like a nurse Sissy killing like old people, I guess. Like, would have been the characters. Like, that would have been funny. Or maybe other nurses would have been the victims. I'm not sure what they would have gone with. But yeah, that was gonna be one, and then there was potentially another Rush Week they could have done with Johnny and Hands together in a 2v5, killing a bunch of people at a bar somewhere in Ohio. Guess all the mocap they did for Meadow just went down the toilet. It did. Straight down the toilet. Because like the Rush Week things are based on the radio chatter you hear during the loading screens.
Yeah, Michael Myers' favorite horror icon. And I think Jason wins that battle. Carrying a machete with a lot more reach, a little stronger. Would you rather be chased by Leatherface or the... Really? Yeah.
Game's dead. I'm just gonna, like, for no reason at all, ask this guy to swap. Will he do it? You're dying every time. Alright, he didn't swap. Alright. Let's try, wait. No. Will she swap? Let me send a request to Julie. Nobody ever swaps. God damn it. Figure they just made the game for free on Plus to sell their lazy recolor cosmetics. Yeah, that's exactly why they did it. They wanted to sell as many DLCs to PlayStation Plus players as they could before they announced that they were shutting the game down, because obviously nobody's going to be buying DLC for a game if they know it's getting shut down. So you guys ready to play Dead by Daylight? Just so glad you had Game Pass. W. You, like, everyone in chat is like, yes, I was talking to them in the game. But what are we doing with the next DVD stream? Like, just dumpstering? Are we going for a dumpster streak? Is there anything going on in DVD? Like, I don't even know. Could there be a PTB soon for, like, Five Nights at Freddy? What's up, crazy? Tell us. What are we gonna do for DVD right now? I'm hopping on for 2v8, but after that, I don't know. Oh shit, I held down fucking push to talk to, like, answer your question in chat. I'm cooked, guys. Game's rotted my brain for one night. Everyone's just waiting for Springtrap. Do you think there's gonna be jump scares in Five Nights at Freddy's? It's over. You guys actually thought this match was gonna start. You fools. Most likely. DVD is getting lots of licensed characters, including Five Nights at Freddy's, Witcher, and The Walking Dead. God, guys, I'm not gonna lie. If they make a Negan a survivor, I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna throw up all over the place. I'd rather never see Negan in the game unless they make him a killer. And the fact that there's no killer in that DLC, I am terrified. Walking Dead Destiny stream when, dude, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'll do it. I saw it and I saw the level of how shit it was, but man, did I want to dive headfirst into that diarrhea bowl. Like, just imagine, like, Negan's whistle being his lullaby instead of having a terror radius. He's so sick. And then the Mori with the Lucille bashing someone's brains in and for, like, first person. Oh my god, please. This match isn't gonna start. It's like, is there anything else you guys want me to tell them? Because I think they're listening to me. They just don't want to talk. Let me know. I'll say it. Haven't bought a killer since Wesker would definitely get Negan. All right, who's sending the invites for the DVD party? Let's go. I'm trying to hype them. Same here. Honestly, I'll take Negan as a trickster skin that uses a nail gun if we're never getting him as killer. I thought about it, but yeah, that would have to be quite the legendary. Definitely would not be like a Hunk situation. Like Hunk is a failure in my eyes. Listen, I think that nobody wants to play Killer because you're playing as Danny. I think that you're gonna have to swap off Danny. I'm sorry. Oh, so playing Danny's that important to you, huh? Guess you don't care about the rest of us. It's going to be a Fortnite Negan situation all over again. Yeah, we all want Jeffrey, not some not some cartoon comic book Negan. Come on now. The Texas Q-Time Massacre. Dude, they ain't earned its name for a reason. This is what happens when you look at them. They're playing victim. Look at them. They're all on TikTok right now. They probably have a fucking fidget spinner on their toes while they're on TikTok waiting for the match to start. Like, who does this? Why are these people so insane? Just quit playing the game. This is brain rot. Like, luckily, you know, it's a good thing this game's dying. I've changed my mind. I bet Gun tried to play victim and they're like, you know what? Let's shut this down. Like, people, their brains are rotting. Like, it's a public service at this point. Like, this is insane that they do this over and over again. They'll sit here for 30 minutes waiting for a match. Like, okay. Come on, you guys have to have something better to do, right, than sit in a lobby. Even Jeffrey himself said he wanted to be in Fortnite? What? That's giga cringe. Knights. Do you know that TCM is dying and it's over? Gotta wait 50 minutes to do a survivor game only to end up dying in the first 2 minutes or escaping in the first 2 minutes. Such a waste of time, not to mention the boring killer gameplay of patrolling. Yeah. It was, dude, PlayStation Plus fixed this so savagely. Every match you played was insta-filled, but the problem was that the family players were so pathetically bad that it was like pointless to even play it out because like there was zero like, you know, competition. This game got 10 seconds before I say my gamer tag for DVD. And don't get me wrong, this is already being affected dramatically just by the announcement that the game's dying. Like, just them announcing the game's dying will make like half the player base not even ever log back onto the game. That is such a nail in the coffin when they announce that. So, who are you guys voting for to be Senator of the Republic? I'm kind of leaning Palpatine myself, personally. Alexander, damn. Gotta get you guys added now that I like seem to have figured it out. The Republic of D's nuts. Alright, you know what this calls for? What do you guys want? Let's look at a random clip of something. Me playing PUBG, huh? What's my PUBG skills at? Why do I think I have the right to make a clip? Do I think I'm cool or something? Not the fridge. Alright, it was a good shot. I think I'm a little bit too proud of myself for recording that, though. How do you ready up? Does anyone know how to ready up? Guys, I'm sorry. I just fuck. I don't. I've never had a Mad Catz controller before. I don't know how to do it. I think it might be spacebar. This is why voice comms would never help Dead by Daylight, guys, because nobody uses them. Alt F4? Alright guys, this is it. We're escaping the Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a game once and for all. Come on.
Bastards. Are you okay? Your wounds look bad.
He's chainsawing that door, boys. He's chainsawing that door. Damn. We're gonna chainsaw that door.
Quiet.
Generator turned off. Oh no.
Better grab that.
I'm not scared.
Oh, this might jam that lock.
Damn.
Damn nightmare.
Escaped already. No mercy, no quarter given.
I might have to fight my way out of this. What do we got here?
How fast I could pick a lock with Wyatt. Come on.
I don't hear him.
I'm min-maxed, guys. I'm min-maxed. I'm finna crash out. Are you not entertained by my lockpicking skills? So you don't want an Oblivion stream? Yes. What is this?
I got it.
One last speed run for the road. The hell am I?
I just need to stay low and keep moving.
Noob moment. Look, I was obviously hard carrying by rolling Leatherface in the basement. All right, everyone saw it.
Got it.
What? You're not gonna let him get a kill? Are you guys tryhards or something? But what about their fun?
What is that?
That's not how it works, all right? This is an ASIM game. You have to care about the other person's fun too. It says it right here in my rule book. Yes. Look at his boots, guys. Oh yeah.
Thank God. It works.
He's typing out on a PlayStation.
Shit.
It's open.
Did they see me?
I can use that.
Please.
You're not one
Can
of
you
them.
help me?
Oh, this is what I need.
Ah! I know you have my
I think I can
baby.
use this.
Ah!
Just go away. Damn.
I think this show's about over.
I gotta do something. Fast. Okay. It's gone.
Eh.
Where'd they go?
That's right. I guess he's just dead. I guess they killed Jesse.
Wait. I better see what that is. Ah, did they hear that?
How are none of these objectives done? No one's even over here.
I ain't never seen anything like this.
Oh god, not math. This is why everyone quit playing this game.
It's done.
The story lost its point the second they added Maria, pretty much. But in their head, that was just like a non-canon funsy thing they could put in. Well, this is it, guys. At the end of this tunnel is nothing but a future of Dead by Daylight and no Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever again. Well, see you in hell.
I have to get help! Please! Anyone! I have to get help!
Cream cone.
That's right.
I have to find my boy. I can't leave him here.
The tunnel leads straight into the fog. Rush escape just to sit another 15-minute queue. Let's go.
Stay quiet. There they are. Oh, Jesse. My baby. Where are you?
He's dead, okay? The story's over.
Shit. Did they see me?
Someone died? Leatherface is just like camping out there waiting for her to come through. She has poop gas though, so I don't think he's gonna be able to stop her. Unless he would have to be really good. Oh, she stunned him. Oh no, she stunned him and poop gassed him, guys. He got poop gas stunned. That's so fucked up. Well, if she would have just shift W'd, I said shift W'd, if she would have just ran for the gate, she would have escaped. Bro doesn't even know where she is.
Are they gone?
Bro, you gotta make some kind of move here, Virginia, or you're gonna die. They're all coming toward you. Alright guys, place your bets. Does Virginia make it out of this standoff alive? Oh wait, never mind, there's another victim. It's just not letting me. Oh, it's because I'm not clicked. Well, now she definitely makes it. Leatherface ain't stopping two people. He almost has his barge back. Because all three of them are here though. They could easily fuck this up and get somebody killed. Leland is out of stamina. He might be dead. I think he's dead. I don't think Leland makes it out. Virginia could go if she just left, but I think she knows that. I think she's trying to save Leland. He got his barge. He got his barge. No way. This is gonna be so mean.
We can get through this.
Oh my god. And they never played family ever again. What an ending, huh? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna uninstall. Poop, gas, shoulder check combo. Always need a reminder of why we never play family. Yeah. Like, they should have 100% died there. Like, 100%. Or at least the Leland. The Leatherface would have just committed to not get it. Like, his plan was obviously very stupid. He should have just, like, ran for the Leland and tried to hit him, but like, you're not gonna stop Virginia in that situation. This is just not gonna happen. The last three PlayStation players right there. Well guys, it was an honor to experience the Texas Gutter Saw Massacre with you one last time. But yeah, the devs decided to throw it in the garbage, so goodbye. Goodbye to TCM. Goodbye to Friday the 13th as well, like as of a few months ago. So yeah, I guess we play Dead by Daylight now forever. Sounds good, right? Was a fun stream, Troy. Remember, stay tuned. Yeah, that's for sure. Alrighty, guys. GG. Much appreciated for hanging out and you know, yeah, chilling with me for the night. Do appreciate it. Goodbye, TCM, and fuck you, Gun. Like a big fuck you. Thank you for making the game, but fuck you. You pieces of shit. And I mean that to whoever was in charge of this decision, not the people that actually made the game. Alrighty. Have a good one, guys. And peace.